Hi, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Stassi. Thank you so much for being here today. I have the amazing Omar here, and I can't wait to interview him. So, thank you so much for being on the show today.
Thank you. Thank you for having me here in your show.
Oh
It's really
my
nice
God.
to meet you.
Oh my gosh, it's so nice to meet you. And again, thank you so much. And I was just saying to Omar before we started that so we both are part of a Harry Potter collab that we're
Exactly.
both hosting, and
Exactly.
I'm so excited for to see everybody's post tomorrow
Yeah,
because I
actually, it is
yeah,
actually a hype, and I actually want to see everyone's work, and I'll share
right.
it on my Instagram for
I
sure.
know. I'm so excited as well because the ones we have seen are phenomenal, like
Yeah,
without a doubt.
yeah,
So I'm
yeah.
excited
Some
to
of
see.
the people share their stuff, and they're just amazing. For one time, I was thinking if I'm doing the bad. I was like, okay, let's give it a try. Then I ask you that if I'm doing the good, so give me some suggestions. If there are, and then you was like, no, no. You were like, okay, that's great. And I was like, okay, that's fine.
No, I totally get you because I was a little late to the party finishing mine, even though I'm hosting it.
Yeah, yeah,
I think I finished like middle of this month
yeah.
because it took a long time. It took a lot longer than what I thought it was going to be. So for anybody
Yeah.
who's listening and who can't, see, well, you're going to see us, but the podcast. So I created the Grand Hall Halloween theme.
Yeah, yeah. The
And
feast, and
yeah. So like,
yeah, like the one, that one.
yeah. So like
I
in the
saw
movie,
that.
yeah, in the first movie, they pan down and they have all these pumpkins in the sky, and the main three
Yep,
are just like stuffing their face with candy. And like
exactly, exactly.
that's all I want. My life is just stuffing my face with candy. So I was like, this is perfect. I'm gonna do this. I had no idea to like how difficult it is to build the room. Not
Yeah,
only that, how difficult it was to put all the food on the table. I can't say it was difficult. It was tedious. That is how I would
yeah.
describe the word, was tedious. Like just
Yeah.
that portion of it took 40 minutes of real time to just put
Okay.
to put all the food, because I had it literally like organized, and like there was not one bit of food not on the tables. And then I had placemats for every single spot at every single table. Like I went down and did it. So I was
All
just
right.
like,
That's
because
great.
I had the vision.
Great job.
So I had to do it. But Omar, why don't you tell everybody what you did for the Harry Potter collab?
Actually, I built a Slytherin common room because I am personally a Slytherin. So I built the Slytherin's common room, and the green is my favorite color. So I made it all green and black because Slytherin is kind of green and black. So it was kind of a challenge for me because I made the height of the building for equal to two floors.
Yeah.
I made it one. So it was quite a challenge for me, but I did it, and you will see it's going good.
No, that's amazing. You did a really good job. When I saw it yesterday, I was like,
Thank you.
oh my gosh, that's really, really good. For anybody here, I'm gonna put a photo of it or pictures. So this is what it looked like. And
Okay,
no, it's awesome. Like again, you
thank
absolutely
you,
did a good job. So,
thank
anyways,
you.
let's start this off here. So tell me a little
Okay,
bit about yourself.
okay. My name is Omar, and I play as Brown Boy Fields. This is my ID, and I'm 26 years old. I live in Pakistan, and I'm a graphic designer, and I design cartoons. That's it.
That's
I know.
honestly the dream right there. Like
I,
I love that. So how long have you been a graphic designer for?
I've been a graphic designer. Actually, if I include my practice,
Mhm.
so it's like 9 years, and if I only include my job,
Mhm.
so it almost like it's the seventh year right now.
Okay. No,
Yeah,
that's a long time. No, I have to ask you this
yeah.
because I ask every graphic designer this. How
Okay.
much do you hate InDesign? And we can open up the floor to how much you hate InDesign, or do you like InDesign?
I actually use it like twice or
Okay.
3 times. I don't know, but I'm more into like Adobe After Effects and Adobe Photoshop and Adobe Illustrator. That's it. Because these are the things I use.
Yeah.
I use InDesign very rarely.
No, that's
That's
fair.
not my thing. Yeah, but
I like
that was fun. That was fun. It's kind of a new experience, but it's okay.
that's a good answer. I think I'm just cynical at this point because I hate InDesign. I absolutely cannot stand it because the first year of graphic design school for me, they only taught us InDesign. Like at the end, I want to claw my eyes out because how many newspapers can you create with different templates in InDesign?
It's so annoying. It's so annoying to work for a newspaper. Seriously.
Yeah. So like I'm a Photoshop queen. Like I can do anything in Photoshop. All of my stuff, everything I do goes through Photoshop.
That is great.
But that's it. Like I can't do Illustrator. I turn it on. I'm just like, oh my God, everything's vector. What is this? I just started using Premiere Pro. I love Premiere Pro. So that's how I edit everything for like videos and stuff. It's incredible.
Actually, I added my videos in Premiere Pro. That is a good software for videos.
It is a good software for videos. I really like the presets for editing and stuff. Makes editing a video like so much easier after you know what you're doing.
So which one is your favorite preset? My one is Super Zoom.
Super Zoom. No, so what I do
it's like
I love that. So I have it set up because I have a very, fun voice. I have it set up for podcaster voice. So anytime I do editing, so if anyone, if I decide to whisper or if I decide to do like literally, if I scream, what it kind of does is it kind of narrows it all down to like a set sound. So, and it also makes everybody's voices just a little bit clearer. So I definitely that's definitely my favorite. I love using noise gate, especially if there's any background noise. I use the same color over top. I just like literally it's just like this white filter and it just like it makes everybody look good, especially me. It hides my baggies, even though
color tones and gradings, like these steps.
Sorry?
Yeah. Color tones and gradings.
Yeah.
These kind of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I don't really go too crazy with my stuff. Literally, I just record everything and then I throw it together and I might throw a photo in and like that's go. Like I know I'm using like a program software to make like an actual movie and I'm literally using it for like cut and paste stuff that you would do in like grade 8 like tech class. I totally got you.
That's great. That's great.
Yeah, that's my skill. Honest to God, I've never edited a video before until this year. Never. I never went to they never taught me it in school. They never did anything. I am self-taught. And if you watched any of my videos, you will 100% know that I am self-taught because I'm still learning, but I've
seen all your videos and I know that. I know.
Thank you.
Yeah. But that was great. That was good. That wasn't bad.
No, it's not bad. It's not great, but it's it's there. It looks like
self-taught is a good stuff.
Yeah, exactly. And honest to God, best thing, anybody who's listening who wants to start YouTube videos, a good mic is the best advice for you. Oh my God. Yeah. I had like a $20 mic from Amazon before, garbage. Now I have a blue. It's like a blue ice ball and I can't show you because it will mess up the sound. But yeah.
I know.
Yeah, that's a good one. But anyways, I feel like this is a tangent about me and this is not fair because this is your summer spotlight. Yeah. So tell me a little bit about your Sims history. When did you start playing The Sims?
As I remember, when I was like years old, I guess, I used to play The Sims 1 with my sister. And she actually asked me to build some houses for me. Like it wasn't so good. The graphics wasn't so good, but she used to ask me to build my this house and my this house, and I didn't know at that time that you can build two-story house. I only built one story, and then The Sims 2 came out, The Sims 3 came out. I didn't play that at all. I didn't play Sims 2 and 3.
Okay.
Then when Sims 4 came out in 2014, I actually downloaded it. So, but I played it for like 2 or 3 months and then I quit it. But in back the COVID lockdown, I again started playing this game, and now I'm right here. I'm playing it.
No, that's awesome. Honestly, if I get you. So like when the Sims 4 came out, like I kind of played it a little bit, but when COVID hit, like I don't know what it was like in Pakistan, but on March 25th, 2020, we were all sent home.
It was total lockdown.
Total
it was
lockdown.
The blackout. Yeah, it was the blackout.
Like, we couldn't go anywhere, couldn't do anything.
Yeah.
This was the first time in my professional career that I was sent home and had nothing to do. It's not like I was.
Me too.
Yeah, right.
I was like all the time sitting in the house, and I was like, "What should I do?" Then I started playing Sims 4. That was the thing.
Yeah, and I honestly, I thank The Sims, because like if it wasn't for The Sims, I don't know how I would have gotten through quarantine, because like I literally, if I was having like a bad day, because I mean you're stuck in your house, you can't see your friends and family, and you're so worried about anybody, catching it, or God forbid passing away from it. I was just like, you're trapped in your four walls, and here it was snowing, so you couldn't really go anywhere or do anything on top of that. So I started playing The Sims, and I really, really, really got back into it, and I got my friends to start playing it, and then we all used to play it together, and then they stopped because they actually didn't like it and just thought it would be something fun to do because I liked it so much.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great.
And then I started the good old Simstagram journey January of this year.
Did you play Sims 1?
Yes. Yeah. So I started with Sims 1. So I started playing in 2003. My childhood best friend, Casey, had a computer in her bedroom. And we used to go to her house every day for lunch, because like in like grade 6, you were allowed to go home for lunch without a parent needing to sign you out. And she just lived right across the street. Like you could see her house from the school. So we used to just run across the street. Her mom used to make us grilled cheeses and, carrot sticks and chocolate milk. And then we would just go upstairs in her computer for an hour and 10 minutes and just like play The Sims. Like you literally had to drag us away from the screen, because that's how much we loved playing The Sims.
Yeah, it was like the back.
Yeah.
I actually had a Pentium computer. Can you imagine that?
Oh
Back then,
God.
when I was a kid, and I used to play The Sims 1. I remember my kitchen always set on fire when I played. That's.
I think that's the tagline. Sims, The Sims.
Yeah,
like my kitchen is always on fire. Without a doubt, like literally, like I just remember everything always being on fire. And I used to spend all my money on the genie lamps, and the genie would come out and grant a wish, and it would either get you like a hot tub or like set your house ablaze. There was no in between. And I still used to do it. I think it was like 1,200 simoleons or something. And like at the time, we didn't do cheats. Like I didn't do cheats, because I didn't even know they existed. I just remember
I do cheats. Yeah, I do cheats.
Oh, I do cheats now, but back then I didn't do cheats. And I remember the first time I typed in Rosebud. Sorry, go ahead.
I didn't know there was cheats, actually. I came to know now that we can use cheats. But when I used to play Sims 1, I didn't know that there are cheats.
No, right? Like I remember the first time I typed in Rosebud and I got money, and I was like, oh my God, this is such a game changer. Because like I've always been I was a builder throughout The Sims. I never really liked to play the story. I mean, anytime I would play the story, I would just create me and then whatever boy I had a crush on that week. And I was definitely the Black Widow, because I would literally just make them go for that long time swim and just take the ladder out. Oh my God, my house was haunted by the amount of tombstones that were just hanging out. So like Oh yeah, no, I was a little cynical back then, but anyways, no, that's so cool to know though that another I like an OG simmer. You know, there's not too many of us like out there. Because like every
Yeah,
week,
yeah, exactly. Sometimes I also think that we don't have a big community.
sorry.
I actually think that we don't have a big community like we simmers.
Yeah, like I think there's a big community, but I think the issue is like I'll put out posts being like, "Did you play Sims 2 and Sims 3?" And people will say I wasn't even alive when those
Yeah,
games came out. Do you know how old that makes me feel? Like I'm
yeah,
28 and that makes me feel so old.
yeah,
Um no, I definitely I like the original Simmers because like we're hardcore fans, okay? Like we've played this game when it was knit and grit. And that's why I
yeah,
love Sims
exactly.
4 so much because compared to the Sims versus Sims 4,
Yeah,
completely night and different. Like the
yeah.
graphics in Sims 4 is just absolutely incredible. But actually, I have a question for you. I asked this to people who have not played Sims 2 or Sims 3. If Origins put I know Sims 3 is on Origins, but if they put Sims 2 on Origins, would you play it if it was cheap?
Actually, I want to play Sims 3
You want to play
because
Sims 3?
I've
Yeah.
seen, yeah, yeah, I have seen many videos on the YouTube that they have a more logical animation and stuff in there as compared to Sims 4 and the other games. So I want to play Sims 3. Yeah, I'll buy it for sure.
Well, Sims 3 is on Origins.
Okay, I didn't
Yeah.
see that.
Yeah. You just have to type in Sims 3. I'm pretty sure it's still
Okay,
there. Yeah.
okay, I'll buy it. I'll see that. I'll see that.
No,
So
yeah.
if they will put the Sims 2, I'll try that out for sure.
I think they should. I think EA is missing a whole demographic to like retro gamers that want to go back and play Sims 2
Yeah,
because I think the thing is like um modders have gone back through and have made Sims
yeah,
2 much more playable and much more
yeah, exactly.
easier. Yeah.
You know what? Even I was watching a YouTube video. I saw that you can literally play the open world in the Sims 4, and
Yes.
that is really great.
Yeah,
Like
it's
how an
it's
open world Sims 4?
it's a mod. It's a
Yeah,
mod
it's a
because
mod. It's a
I
mod.
just saw all the EA game changers, you know, promoting it.
Yeah, yeah,
Um, oh, it's gonna bug me. It's from Twisted something.
yeah.
I've seen it.
Twisted
Twisted
Maxi.
Maxi, Twisted
Yeah,
Maxi. Yes.
I actually use its two mod, which is called the tool mod by Twisted Maxi and the Better by build. I use these
Okay.
two. Yeah,
The fun super fact: I don't actually use mods. I'm a zero modder. I use CC. Don't use
I
mods.
actually use mod only for build, and I don't use CC. Just two mods by Twisted Maxi, and that is for only my builds because it allows you to rotate, elevate,
Yeah.
and kind of scale objects with a smaller precisions. So that's a good thing, I
I
guess.
yes. I got a deep dive here. So you don't use CC. May I ask
Nah, no, no,
why?
no, no, no. Because I think the original game is good. They have all these things available in it, but the CCs are good to use. But I don't like to play with CCs because when you put some CCs in your build, mostly people cannot use it. So what am I building for?
I like your
That's the
answer.
thing.
Omar, I
Yeah,
like your answer because I used to be that. I used to be no CC, no CC.
yeah, exactly.
And then because
I never used a CC.
I do try to build for the community. Like any of my Rose Chronicle builds don't have CC in them. My characters are riddled with CC because they need to have CC. I think there's certain aspects that you have to use CC for versus other stuff. Like if you're a storyteller, you need
Okay.
poses.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. The
Like I
storyteller needs the CCs.
storyteller needs
Yeah.
the CC, but I honestly like I see people all the time like on their YouTube videos and they'd be like, I didn't build this without CC and I thought I was gonna die. And I'm like, guys, like it's like the game is fine. Like I don't use really CC in my builds. Okay, minus the Harry Potter build because that's riddled in CC. But
Yeah.
normally I don't. I don't use CC in my stuff. because I would much rather have the
Okay.
community play it, right? Like that's why we build, right? Is for
Yeah,
everybody
yeah,
to be able to
exactly.
use it.
Exactly.
Well, there you go. Now,
Yeah.
now we've talked about your builds. I want to touch upon your Harry Potter builds and what started that trend because your
Oh
castles
my God.
are breathtaking, like absolutely breathtaking. So I want to
Okay.
hear how you created them and what inspired you to start doing the Hogwarts castles.
Actually, I am a big fan of Harry Potter franchise since I'm a child. Because I remember when I was like 8 or 9 years old, I watched the first Harry Potter film, and that was great. And I was like, is it possible? And for the time being, I was thinking back then that this is real. I should go to the Hogwarts and learn magic. That was me back then. So when like other Harry Potter films came out, I watched time by time, and I became a big fan. Uh, since now, whenever I get bored, I used to watch films again.
Mhm.
So I'm a big fan of Harry Potter. So I was just laying on my bed one day, and I was thinking that why every house in the Harry Potter, like Slytherin, Ravenclaw, Gryffindor, and Hufflepuff, don't have the separate castles. So I was like, I should build that. Then I started building the Ravenclaw castle. Then I built the Hufflepuff castle, and all these are on my YouTube channel, and people liked it.
Oh yeah.
Then I was like, yeah, I should go more and more into it. I should build the Gryffindor and Slytherin too. So I put Slytherin on the end because I'm a Slytherin, and I'll put all my effort into that.
Okay. So
Yeah.
I have to ask you this because
Okay.
again, I'm an OG Harry Potter fan. So the
Okay.
first one came out when I was 9 as well. And
Okay.
when I was 11 years old, I was waiting for my letter.
Okay.
There's literally a photo of me crying, sitting outside my parents' house in my Hermione cloak, waiting for my letter. Cause I'm like, where's my letter, Mom? And she's like, honey, this is a movie. This is not real. So I was
literally waiting for the owl.
I was waiting for the owl to come. I was waiting. It didn't have to be Hagrid. It could have been any owl. Okay. Like, girl, stop picky. Oh God. Anyways, as I'm like crying, laughing here, because again, I'm such a nerd.
I was also crazy back then. I used to have a stick. Yeah.
No, go ahead. No, go ahead.
I said I used to have a stick when I was. I used to have a stick when I was like 10 years old, and I used to like doing like these in the Harry Potter, expecting that something will happen.
A wand. You had a. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
But it wasn't a wand. It was just a stick. It was just a tree stick.
It was just a tree stick.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I love it. So I gotta ask you this. So when I was younger, I was 100% a Gryffindor. I wanted to be a Gryffindor because that's where the three main ones were, and that's all they really talked about was Gryffindor. And it wasn't until my early to mid 20s, I was like, oh, I'm absolutely a Slytherin. Have you always been a fan of Slytherin since the beginning, or were you a Gryffindor and then switched to a Slytherin?
Actually, I was a Gryffindor, and I used to hate Slytherin in the first. But when I grew up and I saw more Harry Potter films, I actually had a judge that the Slytherin are more logical and the sharp-minded people. So that's why I chose Slytherin. And once I had a test on a quiz website, I don't know which was it. So it also told me that you're a Slytherin. So actually, I'm in the Slytherin.
Yeah, in the Slytherin. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Can I tell you a Harry Potter story? I'm not the hero in this story, but so as a kid, I was like, I have to be Gryffindor. So I would do the Potter Mortar test, and I obviously would get Slytherin because I'm not the hero to anybody's story. And I got so sad because I wanted to be Gryffindor. I actually Googled the correct responses to make sure that when I was with my friends, when we would do it, they'd be like, oh, Stassi is a Gryffindor. So I just I live with that. Like, I'm a Gryffindor, I'm a Gryffindor, I'm a Gryffindor. And then my dad and my stepmom came back from the UK and they toured Hogwarts Castle. like where all the movies were filmed, and brought me back a genuine scarf and asked me what house. And I said, Gryffindor. I has to be Gryffindor. I'm a Gryffindor. I had just met my fiance at the time.
Okay.
And we're going out for dinner. Okay. And then I'm wearing this scarf because I was wearing like this really nice like
you
red.
You're wearing the Gryffindor scarf.
I was wearing the Gryffindor scarf, yeah, okay. with my black pea coat because I was wearing a red dress. It looked nice. He listens. Like we're taking the photo. He whispers in my ear. He's a little drunk and I'm a little drunk. He's like, should have been Slytherin. And I'm like, should have been Gryffindor. And I'm like, what have I done? Do you think I'm a Slytherin? He's like, Saucy, like you're so mischievous. Like, there's no way you're a Gryffindor. Listen, I have not watched all of the movies and I know that you're not a Gryffindor. And I'm like, oh my God. And then I'm like, if I'm going to be honest with you, I like cheated to get myself into the Gryffindor house. He's like, that's the most Slytherin thing I've ever heard.
That's great.
Right?
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great.
No, that's, yeah. So anyways, so, okay. So what castle did you start with?
Come again.
Oh, when you started building the Hogwarts castle. So like Ravenclaw, Hufflepuff, Gryffindor. Oh my gosh. Which house did you start with?
I actually started with the Ravenclaw castle.
Okay.
So I made it all like blue and gray kind of theme, and I made a great hall in that. I made the common rooms. I made the bedrooms and bathrooms and classrooms as well. I actually made a classroom for dark arts and the other one for like what it's called, the potions classroom. So yeah, I did the Ravenclaws first. And actually, it was the first thing I put in on the gallery, on my gallery.
Okay.
Yeah.
And okay, so when you're building these builds, like what do you think makes a good Harry Potter build?
Actually, it's kind of my own thinking.
Okay.
Like I already told you that once I thought that why every house didn't have its own castle. So I should build that. It's not kind of official, but yeah, I build it. That's the thing. And okay, I build it.
No, of course. So I think I'll explain. Do you go in with a plan? You're like, this is how each room is going to look, like you've mapped it out, or when you're building, is it just like, this is what I'm going to build?
To be really honest,
yeah, lay it on me.
I never planned any build. I never planned any build. I just go with like, okay, random, like, okay, that's looking great. That's good.
Yes, yes. Oh my God. So thank you. I never plan anything. Like I never walk in with a plan. Now I do because it keeps me on task. But before I would sit there, I'm like, this looks great. And I would sit there and I'd be like, but it would take me like 600 hours to like make this one room because like you're like, I got to get the right colors. I got to get the right shades. I got to get the right everything. So
exactly.
So yeah, no, that's awesome. I definitely want to say, so like, I think this is where our fandom came from one another. Cause I saw your castle and I DM'd you and I was like, this is a good build. And you're like, thank you.
Yeah, I remember that.
And I remember you're like, can you subscribe to my YouTube channel? And I was like, yeah. And I just did it. And I was like, can you subscribe to mine? And you're like, for sure. And I'm like, perfect. And then, cause like I saw your post on Facebook originally I think it was for the Ravenclaw castle. Yeah. So I saw that and I was like, holy shit, this person can actually build. Oh my God, they're amazing. So I saw the photos and then I watched the video and then that's when I messaged you and I was like, oh my God. Like,
yeah, actually I did it into two parts.
Yeah.
The first one is the kind of exterior part and the other one is the interior. So you texted me when you saw the interior part. That was the
yes. Thing. Yeah. Cause I saw the exterior first and I was like, holy shit. Like that's really good because like I suck at building castles. I've
Okay.
built enough castles now to know that
I'm
I suck.
actually more into castles and dimensions.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was good for me.
Yeah.
But I am more into the castles, like medieval castles. That are my kind of a dream things. So yeah, I like medieval castles. So that's why I am more comfortable with the castles. Whenever it's come to the modern
Mhm.
conventions, it's not that easy. So that's the thing.
No, of course. See, so sorry, you actually kind of cut out for a little bit. So I heard you're really good at building medieval castles, but you're not so good with the modern builds. Is that correct?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm the opposite. I'm very good at modern, terrible at medieval. So what secrets can you give to anybody trying to build a castle? What is the secret in The Sims to how to build a really beautiful looking castle?
Okay, so my secret is I watch medieval style films very much. I'm a big fan of Game of Thrones. I'm a big fan of Vikings and many films like that. Okay, so I'm a really big fan of these kind of films.
Yeah.
So I get inspirations from there and I put it into my Sims 4 builds. That is the secret. So you should always go with the build. Don't hesitate. That's it. Try everything. That's the secret.
That's a good secret. There you go.
Yeah.
I definitely could tell you liked Game of Thrones because I was looking at some of your castles. Like this could fit in the Game of Thrones universe without a doubt.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta ask you. So you've seen Game of Thrones through and through, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Were you happy with the ending? Or were you like, what did they do?
I was just happy till the third episode of the season 8.
Yes.
In the third, because in the third there was a big battle with the
Battle
White
at
Walkers.
Winterfell with the White Walkers.
Yeah, Winterfell. Yeah, exactly. But after that, it was all messed up. I didn't like the ending.
No, I didn't like the ending either. I really thought they should have just ended it at episode 3, called it a day.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah. Like, because it was such a beautiful story arc. Like people are like, the scenery is too dark. And I'm like, they're fighting at night. And there's, of course it's dark. But no, I liked up to episode 3. Anything after that, I just, in my mind, it doesn't exist. Like if you were to ask me how it ended, I would say that. And they would say, no, Stassi, it ended with Daenerys ruining 6 years of character growth. And I'm like, no, it ended at Winterfell. Nothing else mattered after Winterfell. Yeah.
So my favorite scene in the last season was when all the Dothrakis was standing in front of the castle and that lady, I don't know its name exactly. She comes and she holds the sword and she kind of recites something and all the swords lights up with the fire. That was awesome.
Yes, yeah. Oh my God, the lady in red.
Yeah, the lady in red. Exactly.
The lady in red. That's gonna bug me. It starts with an M.
And I was at that time when I was watching that episode, I was like, oh my God, what's happening? it was kind of giving me goosebumps.
My God.
So in the end, when Jon Snow just went away with the wildlings, I was like, what happened? He was supposed to be the king.
Right? Don't set this story arc up. And also don't have Jon Snow and Khaleesi, do the devil's tango and then not have a kid. Okay. Like get out of here. So apparently the reason the last season episodes were garbage was because the two main guys were offered a trilogy with Disney to do the next Star Wars films. So to do, I think it's like 10, 11, and 12. So Game of Thrones sucked so bad that they actually canceled their trilogy because people are pissed at them. Like, I don't know if Dan and Dave are ever going to be workable producers / directors ever again because
but they kind of broke the expectations of people.
Yeah. Like
Yeah, they ruined it.
it's like the How I Met Your Mother trope, right? Like we
Yeah.
waited for years and then they just ruined it. And they're like, yeah, well, it's over. And they're like, the redemption is the prequel coming out in April, that
Yep.
the House of
Okay.
Dragons.
Yeah. The House of Dragons. I've seen the trailer. That looking okay, but I'm kind of not looking interested in that.
Sorry,
Because I'm really disappointed with the Game of Thrones, and I don't want anything.
sorry, you cut out a little bit. So you're not looking forward to House of Dragons, correct?
Yeah, actually, because I was kind of kind of disappointed from the Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
So I don't want to get disappointed again and again. So I'm not looking at that.
No, I agree. I
wanna
mean, I've seen the trailers. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a basic bitch. So yeah, I'm gonna watch it because I what else am I supposed to talk about at the cooler?
So,
at
did you
lunch?
watch the Squid Game? Did you watch the Squid Game?
Oh, did I watch
Oh
Squid
my
Games?
god.
Oh my god. Okay, so
Nice.
full disclosure, please, no judgment. So I'm dyslexic. So what that means is I can read, but I can only read to an extent. What I'm reading
Okay.
actually does not make sense to what I'm actually reading. It's fun. So I had to watch the English dubbed because I couldn't.
Yeah.
We had the
also watched
subs
the
on.
English dub.
Yeah. So we had the sub on, but my fiance would read it to me because, sad story, I guess it would be on with the scene. I couldn't be able to read it fast enough before it would go off the screen.
Yeah.
So anyways,
You need time to read things.
I need time to read things. Yeah, it takes me it takes me 5 seconds longer. But anyways, I watched Squid Games. Spoilers for anybody who's not watched Squid Games and is watching / listening to this, because we're gonna spoil the hell out of it.
Okay.
I really liked the show. I thought it was really good. I did not like the ending. I was pissed because, okay, you've seen it, right?
Yeah, actually, the ending was kind of, it was kind of sad ending.
It was a sad ending. So like, okay, so for our boy, 456, the hero of the story, cries in his, like, as 218 dies in his arms after he has killed multiple people, like literally cold-blooded. And then when his like player one dies, he's pissed. And I'm like, why are you mad? I understand he's part of the games and he's caused so much devastation, but your friend killed innocent people in front of you. Like, oh my God. Like, I was just so upset by that. But I knew player one was still alive. He's so sad at player one. Like, he's so mad at him. And I'm like, why are you so mad? But okay. I was just like, oh my God. But okay, what
he was doing all that. He was behind all these things. Player one.
I was like, so I looked at this old man. I was like, he's part of this. And
actually, when he died, in kind of the 6th episode, I don't know exactly.
Yeah, it was in the 6th.
I was so sad. I was like, he should be died. He should be died. So when in the end he was just laying on the bed, and I was like, what the fuck? What is he doing? What is he doing here? Okay,
so moral of the story. So I have no life. All I watch is TV. The guy, you know, with the mask kills him. I was like, number one's not dead. They didn't show him dying. Death's off screen. There's no way. I've watched enough TV to know that he's super alive. I sat the entire time. I was saying to Jason, I was like, number one's part of this. And Jason's like, no, he's just a sweet old man. I'm like, no, he's part of it. And then like, again,
I kind of had a doubt when it was like the red light, green light game. And he was the only one who was moving forward with the great joy, and the people around him was like getting killed. And he was so happy. And I was like, what's wrong with him? Is he the part of this oldest?
Yeah, game? He knew all the games. He kept saying, these are part of my child. Like, I remember these from my childhood.
Exactly.
And then he got to the marbles and he's like, this looks like my home. And then he dies off screen. And then there's a picture of him, like the person that takes off like the host mask. Cause like the host wasn't there. It was the front man. I'm like, oh, it's number one. And then Jason's like, no, you're just you're just so cynical. You just can't believe in happiness. So they get to the room, right? And I'm like, there's number one. And Jason's like, I hate you. Because like every episode I was like, number one's part of it. And he's like, you gotta let it up. Okay. And I'm like, I was right. But I knew our boy 456 was gonna get out, like without a doubt. Like I'm like, he's the star of the show. Like he's gonna make it out. All I cared was him making it out and being proven right that player one was part of it. And that was it. I was satisfied with the season. The ending was it was okay. Yeah. And I definitely think there's going to be a second season without a doubt.
Yeah, exactly. Because he came back. He didn't catch up on the airplane.
He didn't get on the airplane. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely season 2 is coming out.
And I think the police detective, the one that was shot, he's super alive. That's a flesh wound.
He's alive. He just fell in the water.
He just fell in the water. It's movie magic. He got shot with a flesh wound, fell 60 feet, should have broke his neck because that's how real life works, but movies. And he's just going to wake up on shore and be fine. And he's just going to walk around like this, and someone's going to catch him, find him, bring him back to health. And he won't have he'll have no gunshot wound there. It's fantastic. He'll just have all motor in his arms. No issue. Yep. Movie magic. Anyways, sorry.
I said my favorite part of the season was the symbiote. She was like, I literally cried when she died.
I know.
I was like, why is she should be in the end game.
I know.
Yep. Well,
anyways, fun side notes, kids. Game of Thrones and Squid Games. No matter where you are in the world, you still love them. You love to hate them.
Exactly.
I got a couple more questions for you, and then I'm gonna let you go because I'm sure.
Okay.
I don't know if I don't know if it's dinner time there soon. I'm not super sure.
No, actually, I have to go to the job after 1.5 hours.
Okay. Well, we'll be finished long before that. I'm gonna be on. I'm seeing my parents this weekend.
I'm fine. I'm fine with that.
Perfect. Okay. So. So we talked a lot about your castles, which I really love. And we talked about using CC, which I didn't expect that. I expected you to be a CC guy.
No, I'm not.
So which one of your Hogwarts castle builds is your favorite so far? Like out of everything that you've done, Harry Potter themed, which one's your favorite?
The most favorite one of me, I didn't do it right now because my favorite one would be the Slytherin, of course. But as far I have done all my builds, my favorite one is the Hufflepuff Castle. Right now, the Hufflepuff Castle. Yeah, okay. I recently uploaded that.
Yes. Links are going to be below, so everybody can go check out his amazing castles. I'm excited for you to, I know I'm a Slytherin girl, but I want to see how you're going to do Gryffindor, because as a Slytherin, are you going to be sitting there?
The next one is Gryffindor for sure. Yeah.
Is the next one, are you going to be like, it's Gryffindor? Or are you going to be like, oh, I got to make it look good? Because like, if it was me, I would phone in Gryffindor because whatever. They're the heroes of their own story. They don't care. But Slytherin, I cannot wait to see your Slytherin castle because like it's gonna look so good. And I kind of wish that they really put more of a spotlight on the Slytherin house instead of being like everyone in this house is evil.
Yeah, sure.
Sorry, you cut out. That's okay.
Yeah, that's okay. So I'll build that soon enough. Next one is Gryffindor, and then the next one is the Slytherin for sure.
For sure.
So guys, you don't have it. It's coming.
Omar, I'm so sorry. You're cutting out so bad. I can't hear you.
Okay. Is it okay now?
It's okay now. We got you.
Okay. So I said that you guys don't have to wait for so long. It's coming. The next one is Gryffindor, and the next one is the Slytherin. So it's coming.
It's coming. I can't wait to see it. Last but certainly not least, is there anything that you would like to let the audience know what you're working on?
Currently, I'm working on the Harry Potter collab with
Mhm.
you. And the other one is I'm trying to build some kind of modern mentions. And I'm trying, if they would come out good, I'll definitely upload it into the gallery. And if they won't, I'll still upload it into the gallery. So the next, yeah, I'm doing Gryffindor. The next I'm doing is the Gryffindor castle. So,
oh my gosh. You got a lot of cool projects coming down the pipeline. I can't let you. Sorry?
Yeah, I said there's one thing I just want to tell if the EA team is listening to me.
Lay it on, okay?
Sure,
I scream out to the EA team and all of these things.
I'm sure they're not listening, but if somehow this message can get through them, I really want to do the ceilings in The Sims 4.
Oh my God.
You have no options to do the ceilings.
Thank you. Okay, so there are mods. I don't know what they are, but yes, EA, for the love of, everything, please do ceilings. They look awful when you take photos. They're just gray.
Like you're doing a medieval castle, like it's getting all dark, and when you look at the ceiling, it's white. Yeah. What is this?
I agree. Oh my God. I mean, if we're also on this topic, EA, can you please put more windows for castles? I don't know if you have that issue. I have that issue, but yes. Well,
I always have a big issue choosing the windows and the doors for the castle.
Yes,
they
because
don't
there's
have
not
more
enough
doors.
There's not enough big doors. There's only, the one from university that it kind of fits like it, but not every door can be that. Or especially if you're using the large walls and you have the medium doors. Oh.
Then I mostly use in the arch.
Yeah.
The arch one, which have the line on it. That's one.
Yeah.
So that's only one, so that is not enough. So EA, you should work on it. That's the thing.
Yes, EA, if you're listening, please get my boy some ceilings, and me too. But well, anyways,
thank you.
It's been an absolute pleasure. I'm so happy that our paths have crossed. Thank you.
It's been an honor to be in your show. Thank you so much.
It was an honor to have you. I cannot wait to see all your Harry Potter builds. And like I said, me and you, we're gonna do collab, just me and you. I haven't figured it out yet.
Yeah, for sure. We absolutely will. I'm in.
I love it. Well, I definitely want to say thank you so much for taking part of the series. It really does mean the world to me that you were here. And for everybody, he asked me. He was the first simmer that's ever asked me to be part of this. And I want to say that means so much. You have no idea. So thank you, Omar, for wanting to be part of this show.
Thank you, Stassi. Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
It's been very good to meet you. Very good to be in your show. That was great. That was really fun.
Oh,
thank you so much.
You're welcome. Well, have a great rest of your day. Okay.
Thank you.